Hello and welcome. I have another book haul for y'all, and it's all hardcovers, and I'm really excited about this one because there's one book in here that I am having to talk myself out of keeping, although not too hard because it's so expensive that I would feel guilty keeping it. But it's all hardcovers, as I said, which is my favorite. I promise the next video you guys see from me will be the hardcovers that I did keep, at least until I read them. Maybe longer than that, but David Weber, The Excalibur. This is a Baen novel, The Alternative. And this one, the thing I just removed, is a post-it note that says it's signed, because guess what it is? It does have the plastic wrap still on it, but there it is. This is a first print from 2002. A second one. This is Raymond Feist, Into a Dark Realm. This is the second book in the Darkwater saga, and this one is also signed. Also has the plastic wrap on it. Another first print with the signature. Very cool to have some signed stuff in here. We have A.E. Van Vogt, The War Against the Rule. Does have some foxing in it. This one is a book club edition. All the Traps of Earth and Other Stories by Clifford Simak. So this is a Clifford Simak short story collection. Another book club edition here. Stephen R. Donaldson, The Mirror of Her Dreams. This is part of the Mordant Needs series. There's Mr. Donaldson himself. Looking peak 80s there. 1986. Look at that. I'm so good. We have Murray Leinster. This is Operation Outer Space. Now this is a first edition fantasy print. Also in plastic. It's ex-library. But this one is also signed. So this one is numbered and signed, I think. Yep. Numbered and signed. So this is number 26, signed. So for these fantasy runs, when they were done, there was this book, there were 3,000 of this book. 300 of 3,000 were signed and numbered by the author. So that's very cool. Does have the original owner's name and I guess date when they acquired it. This is from 1954. I think that's very cool. We also have a bunch of analogs. I'm going to sell these as a set. So analog 1, 2, and 3. So these are all short story collections. They're all book club editions. So 1, 2, and 3. Have stories in them by Simak, Sanders, McKinsey, Dickinson, Berryman, Raphael, Anvil, Lee, Lang, Thomas, Fitzpatrick, and more. Another A.E. Van Vogt. This is The Beast. Love that that guy right there. Definitely trying to give spooky, spooky vibes. This is a 1963. Again, has foxing. But pretty cool. Philip Jose Farmer, The Magic Labyrinth. This is, I think, the 4th book in the Riverworld series. This is a book club edition. Another Simak. This is Special Deliverance. Another book club edition. This one is a later publication, I think. Yep, 1982. We have A.E. Van Vogt, Rogue Ship. I love this cover because either you see the face or you see like a shadow and a spaceship. I think this is a very well done cover. Very cool. I like that. 1965. The Black Cloud by Fred Hoyle. This is a true first edition, 1957. City of Sorcery by Marion Zimmer Bradley. This is from the 80s. It's a book club edition. Has a wraparound cover. This is a DAW book club edition. You're actually getting to the point where you can see the stack over here to the side. Have two Zelazny's. We have Trumps of Dune and Chaos and Amber. Got sent these again. I guess these were the two most published book club editions, since these keep showing up in these boxes. We have a Ben Bova, Forward in Time. Another nice little book club edition cover. A 1973. I think this is a short story collection. Yep, short story collection, I'm pretty sure. The Martian Way and Other Stories by Isaac Asimov. So this is 4 novelettes together by Isaac Asimov in the plastic. This is a, pretty sure this is a book club edition. Is in plastic. Continuing to make this pile taller. Another Isaac Asimov. I like this cover. This is The Planet That Wasn't. This is a true first edition from 1976. We have another Simak. This is A Choice of Gods. This is, I think, the second design for this book club edition cover. I have a copy of this. It's one of the Simaks that I did keep. It does have Amsler written in ink on the bottom. The Simak. And just so you guys know, all of these books are going to be available for sale over on Whatnot. It'll be at 7:30 on Thursday. Again, all of these books are being sold on commission, so I can't offer you all bargain basement prices because some of these books are quite valuable, including the one that I'm going to show you last, the one that I am talking myself out of keeping. Because I always said if I ever came across one of these, I would keep it, but it's too valuable to do so. I just can't justify it. But if you want that book or any of the ones I just showed you, 7:30, there'll be a link in the description if you're new to Whatnot to get $15 credit to spend on the books. Again, it's media mail shipping. It doesn't cover the shipping, but it does cover the cost of the book. It is a live auction selling platform. And if you are an old hat to Whatnot, I'll put a link in a pinned comment down below. That's a direct link to the show. Again, this is a whole new palette, so I will be running shows until the palette is done. So I have tons of books to show you. This is Alien Blood by Joan da Vinci, or Joan da Vinci. He's got creepy cat eyes. Okay, I think that pile's too tall now. Another Simak. Quite a few Simaks here. This is Way Station. There's the gentleman himself. Looks very much like he fits in the mid-century era there. We have Mind Swap by Robert Sheckley. This guy's picture is giving very much like 60s beatnik vibes. When is this book from? 1966. Look at that. Perfect. I love that for myself. We have an omnibus. This is the Death World Trilogy by Harry Harrison. That is quite the cover there. So this has the entire trilogy inside of it. So Death World 2, and Death World 3, because goodness knows he didn't need to come up with a different name for each book. 1, 2, and 3 is good enough for him. And then we have an Anne McCaffrey. This is All the Wares of Pern by Anne McCaffrey. Another beautiful book club edition here. 1991. And then, whoa, no. Okay, they fell on me, so not on the ground. They didn't fall down all the way. Hold on. I got it. I'm fine. It's fine. I saved them. I saved them with my body. I love how we get to the last one. I don't even know where I put the last one at. Great. Oh, I put it over there. Okay, so it's safe. I always said that if I ever found a Gnome Press book out in the wild, I would keep it. However, I did not find this book out in the wild. It was sent to me on a pallet on commission, so I cannot keep it. This is Too Sought Adventure by Fritz Leiber in the Gnome Press printing. This is a true first edition from Gnome Press. This is The Exploits of Farid and the Grey Mouser. So this is one of the Farid books. It is ex-library. It does have the plastic wrap, the little thing there, and only one person ever checked this book out, which makes me very sad. This was at the St. Andrew's School Library in Boca Raton, Florida. If you do not know about Gnome Press, I would highly recommend watching Bridger's video about it over at the Library Ladder. I will link both his channel and that video in a pinned thing up here and also down below, because it's just very well done and shows why Gnome Press is important and why Gnome Press is so sought after and valuable. And if you would like to add this to your collection, it will be available for sale, because I am not going to keep this. And I hope that I actually find one of these out in the wild at some point. Not necessarily this book, but another Gnome Press book. And it's just so cool to actually see one of these finally in person, because, you know, I've been wanting to for a while. I've seen Fantasy Press books. I've seen like all the publishers, or a lot of publishers, but I've never seen a Gnome Press before I found this one in the box. So this is very cool. I'm very, very happy that I get to offer it to you guys. And I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope I see you guys there. If just to geek out about books with me, I learn new stuff every time I do a live, and I continue to learn new stuff about books every day I'm a bookseller, because it's just awesome. It's awesome to be a book collector, a book seller, and just a lover of the written word. So thank you guys so much for watching. Until next one.